Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again this is Jeremy Smith, Photog J the Great. As I've been promising, I am now going to continue on with the T4i review. I know it's been just a little while. I was waiting to get my hands on one of the STM lenses, and that's exactly what we have here today, the 40mm 2.8 pancake STM lens. So we're going to kind of run this through its paces and give the video a go and give some stills a go as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. Okay, here we go. We're taking a closer look at the focusing now. Right here, we've got a little servo focusing on and off indicator down there. And I'm actually going to shoot some video with this in a moment to give you a much better idea of what the focusing is like. So I think I'm actually going to go out and shoot some video and then talk to you at the same time. But that's basically how that's done. There is an option for face detect autofocus in here too. You hit this button right here and it brings up this menu. The touchscreen comes in handy again. And so down here we've got different AF zone modes. Of course I had it in just a single point. We've got like a multi, which Nikon would call that dynamic. And then over here we have like a face detect option as well. So let's see, I'm going to show you guys kind of how the face detect works. You can kind of see here, you can see that the white box has appeared around Jeremy's face. Different Jeremy, you know, we have Jeremy in front of the camera and Jeremy behind the camera, which is pretty neat. Okay, alrighty, so, and it went off. So you can see here as he moves around, it actually follows focus very, very well. Alright, so like, I don't know, like walk forward. Okay. And, okay, so you can see it keeps track of the focus very well. Walk back a little bit. And then come forward really fast. So yeah, there you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it takes just a moment to refocus, but it's pretty quick. Okay, so it's pretty fast, and I'm going to show you guys that video clip too in the final video, and the rest of this is just going to be me shooting more video. So let's go to that now. Okay guys, I decided to go ahead and look at some stills instead. I had to give back the STM lens, so I didn't get a chance to shoot more video with it, but I will do more video whenever the opportunity presents itself, once that lens is a little bit more readily available to me. Anyways, here's a few stills. You guys can see all the settings up here. This one's at 2.8 and 1/640th of a second, 100 ISO. So of course this is the T4i that I shot this with in the STM lens. Pretty shallow depth of field, but very, very sharp here. Let's see. I like the bokeh of this lens. It actually looks pretty good. And this camera does very well. I am shooting in JPEG mode just because there's no way to actually process the raw files. At least I don't think there's an Adobe update for that yet. But we will have to take a look at that in the future. Some nice flowers here. So yeah, pretty sharp right here. That is one thing I like about Canons, is the way they render reds. Nikons usually have a tendency to kind of blow out the red channel a bit. Canons don't do that quite as much. And that's something that's nice, you know. All cameras have their advantages and disadvantages for sure. But yeah, very, very good here. Nice bokeh again out of the lens. This one's shot at f5.6. I didn't get a chance to crank the ISO up too much. I was having one of those days where I just kept on getting interrupted. Anyways, this one's at ISO 800. Me and Right Way Photo, we're going to go out and test this camera and lens a little bit more in detail. That'll probably be on his channel, but I will put a link in the description of this video for that, and I'll probably publish it here too. But anyways, this one's at ISO 800. You do see just a little bit of noise if you look in some of the shadow regions here. Just a little bit of color noise, not too bad though. So you can see that a little bit. Pretty much, you know, I'm pretty picky when it comes to noise. So most all of the crop sensor cameras that I've tested, you know, the Nikon D3200, Sony A65, Nikon, you know, D5100, all these cameras. Anytime you start talking about anything over 1600 ISO, you know, 1600 to 3200 ISO usually is kind of like the end of really good quality images, in my opinion. If you want to consistently shoot higher than that, then I recommend using, I mean, I know there's a huge price difference, but I recommend going up to something like a, you know, Canon 5D Mark III, Nikon D800, Nikon D700, you know, something along those lines, something full frame. If you really shoot in very low light conditions and you need that really high ISO, you know, anything above, if you find yourself consistently needing something above 3200 ISO, even with fast lenses, you know, like 2.8 and 1.4 lenses, and you still need, you know, something very high in ISO, then I definitely recommend going to something full frame at that point. But the crop sensor cameras have improved a lot lately, a whole lot. So yeah, I mean, they're pretty impressive detail here. This lens does very good, even shooting wide open at 2.8. So anyways, I haven't quite got the final format of all my videos nailed down yet, so I did this one a little bit different. So I don't know, give me some feedback on that, and I'm going to kind of figure out how I can kind of incrementally update things as time goes on. So anyways, just give me some feedback on that. I would certainly appreciate it, and I'll upload a few of these samples for you guys to look at. Until next time, this is Jeremy Smith, Photog J the Great, signing off.